The wings are burning, okay? I'm talking about Choco. I'm talking about Black and Knees. I'm talking about, yo, hard, solid than a rock, okay? First off, when I get back there, you can see the grease is so dirty. It was just boiling, and you could just tell, like, you should have been picked the wings up. Like, what would you do? I wasn't even gone that long. I wasn't even gone on 20 minutes. What did you do? How high did you cut? Did you touch anything? Because it ain't no way that I went out there for about a couple of minutes and come back and it's a disaster. So you got the register girl back there. She trying to, pull up the wings. She's pulling them up. He used like different baskets. He could have just used one basket, but he over there straight panicking. He's straight panicking. He like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm sorry. So I'm like, calm down, Davis. He like, oh, I'm sorry. He like, y'all gonna fire me. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna fire you. So the rest of the girl like, you're gonna have to clean the grease thing right now. I'm like, what? It's too early it was too early to clean the grease thing. So Kiki steady coming. She steady bringing tickets. Now I got dirty oil. That I gotta work with. So now I'm panicking. So now I'm just trying to come up with a game plan. Like, okay, I'm by myself. And the register girl, she ain't trying to help me. So I'm like, okay, I know what to do. So I get to draining out the grease or whatnot. Boom, I go all the way to the back. Now, in the back area, it was where they was dropping fish at. So, like, they would drop, like, little fish. They was only dropping, like, fish nuggets. They didn't have, like, a lot of type of fish. So, it was, like, always, like, fish nuggets or fish fillet. Like, that's it. So, I'm like, I'm going to just use this grease over here because they clean that grease out, too, all the time. And that have not been touched. So, I went to the one that ain't been touched. As I'm grabbing the tickets, right, I'm not finna keep running back and forth. So, I tell Dave, when this grease is drained out and done, let me know. I say, anytime you get a ticket, you just bring it back here. Boom. He's bringing me the tickets. But I guess he gets caught by one of the girls up there. They trying to see why he keep running all the way to the back. And they trying to figure out, where's Roshan? The register girl comes back there. She's heated. She say, this say fish station. I say, who you yelling at? I got chicken. Look, chicken is proceeding to cook while she's doing this. I say, why you yelling? She like, Miss Shirley's going to flip. If Miss Shirley see this right now, she's going to get upset. I'm like, she's not going to see it. She say she can come out at any time, Roshan. You have to, no, use the one in the front. You have to use the one in the front. I'm like, but the grease is burnt. How you expect for me? She like, well, just drain it and then put fresh grease. I'm like, it's not that fast to do. You know what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? I'll tell Miss Shirley myself. Okay, because now you got me paranoid. That Miss Shirley comes out here, she's going to be mad at me. But look, right now I'm in a tight bind. Okay? I'm scraping from the bottom of the pan. I'm trying to get the orders out, and now we're in the middle of a rush. And I got a boy back here that I'm training that all he had to do was wash the chicken in the grease and pull it up. It was so simple. He done took wings out the basket, put wings in another basket. It was a lot going on. It was messy. So I goes back there, I storm back there. She like, Miss Shirley might be asleep. I'm like, okay, if she sleeps, she won't answer the door. So I go to her office door. And that's Miss Shirley working around them boss hour times. Sure enough, she's up. So I'm like, Miss Shirley, we got a problem. She say, yeah, what's up, sugar? I say, okay, so I have to use. So as I'm talking, the register girl, she like, see, we sorry to bug you. So Miss Shirley like, no, nobody's bugging me. What's going on? And so I'm like, well, I went on a break. I'm like, and the new guy, he kind of burnt the grease. I'm like, so I'm cooking some of the chicken where you cook your fish at. She said, have any fish been cooked? I'm like, no. She like, you using the one that's no fish has been dropped in that grease, right? I said, right. She like, because I don't want to take the taste away from the chicken and it tastes like fish. I said, no. It's clean. You could come look. So she came and looked. She tested out. She looked and everything. I still had chicken dropped in there still going. And it was her approval. It was her approval. Boom, she cool. So now she's monitoring. She's walking around now. So she tells Dave to help me. Because Dave was just still standing in there in the front waiting on tickets so he could come bring him back there with me. But he's supposed to have been learning how to work, right? But I felt like he was like dead weight. We could just send him home, okay? So he comes back there. Now the girls are coming back there giving the tickets. But Kiki coming back there too. So she say, hey, I had to do a long walk. Here, I need 10 wings. So I tell him, I say, Dave, go back there and get 10 wings. Don't pull the box out. We're not having this. Don't pull the box out. Grab the bucket and put the wings in the bucket and bring it to me. He said, okay. He said, grab the bucket. Don't pull the box out. I'm just looking like, you gotta be kidding me. Because the way he was repeating it back to me, it was like, no, I know what I said. You know, you tell that to yourself. You drill it in your own head. You drill it in your own head and hurry up. So I was looking, I'm like, yes, Dave, just put it in a bucket. 10 wings, okay? He like, okay. So boom, I'm pulling up the rest of my orders. Boom, boom. I'm going out. Now, because it was a decent little walk to get back. You know what I'm saying? To get back to the front. The fish area, because normally somebody else worked the fish area. Right? Them are three different departments in the store. You got the fish area, the chicken area, and where they do the ribs and stuff at, the smoke area. So it was kind of like a little workout. You feel me? So I'm doing the trays, boom, getting them together, walking them out there, boom, hitting the bell. Hey, ticket number 97 ready. Boom, walk back to the bag, wrapping it up. Now I'm noticing that I'm getting close to those 10 wings that supposed to have been dropped, because now I have more food before the 10 wings, but the 10 wings is coming up. So I'm like, come on, where is he? So I'm like, all right, I got time. I dropped the next batch of wings, the last batch that I had that was just in that season, and I dipped it into that nice flour, and I dropped it. I was like, I got time to break and run. So boom, I break run back there. He's confused on what box of chicken to open. So he like, do I do the bottom chicken? Do I dig at the bottom box or the top box? I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, what's going? He like, because it was just a bag on the top of this box. It only had 3 wings in there, but these are all frozen. I'm like, we talked about this. They supposed to be frozen. He like, but I was trying to get my hand in. He like, how do I do it? He like, I keep messing up. First off, I don't got time for your pity party. Okay? I don't got time to be crying with you while I'm working. You feeling sad because you cannot accomplish your position. Okay? You just can't do a simple task. So I'm sitting up there, I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to pull it. Now, true enough, the wings was kind of frozen. They was a little more tough to detach from the rest of the wings. So I hurried up. I said, come here, just follow me. So he followed me. So here come the register girl. She like, what's going on? I'm like, nothing. She like, well, come on. She like, you getting bagged up. She like, is these wings done? I'm like, I look. I'm like, they almost. Boom, I keep on drop. I said, Dave, I need you right here. I say, look, if I'm not back in 3 minutes, pull this up, okay? He like, 3 minutes. I'm like, yeah, 3 minutes. So I grabbed a knife. I go back there in the back area. Now I put the knife, I get the, trying to make a hole to dig to grab the wings. So now they popping. Now I get the wings. Boom. Take them to the sink. Boom. Wash them joints off. Boom. Toss them in the seasoning. Boom. Hit them in the flour. Boom. Dropping them. Now I'm back in rotation. So he's standing. He's like, what you want me to do? I'm like, I want you to stand right here. When I pass you the ticket and the food order, you take it in the front, bag it up, hit the bell, tell them it's ready. Make sure you use the last 2 numbers. He said, okay. I say, so look, this ticket number 37. So boom, I bag it up. I put the food on the tray, fold it up, boom, put the ticket on top. I said, 37. You're going to go, bag it up, hit the bell. Here's 37. He said, okay. Boom. Now we getting it. And he's doing good now. We in rotation, but it's getting busier and busier. So now I got him running back there. I say, look, I need you to go grab me some more wings. So now grabbing some more wings. So boom, we get a fish order. All right, we got a dilemma. So now I got to use the other grease thing, okay? So now I'm going to be doing a double the work now. Because you know why? I'm going to be having to drain out all these grease things and clean them out by myself. By myself. But see, I'm already figuring it out. So I'm trying to work in my mind. Boom. So now they come back there with a fish order. So boom, I'm dropping the fish. Boom. All right, cool. So as we get done, I'm like, all right, we slowing down. We slows down. I already knew that I was finna have to clean the grease thing. So I start draining the grease. We get as I drain the grease from the fish area, we get a ticket for 50 wings. I tell her, while I'm draining the grease, the register girl said, really? I said, yeah. She said, well, I'm like, I was going to hurry up and go in the front, just clean that one and put fresh grease in. She said, we still in the middle of the rush. I'm like, we slowed down. I thought I still had time because I still had, you know what I'm saying, like time because the ones that we've been drained out would have been done. All I would have had to do, quick little clean, quick little setup, boom. Let the grease just fill itself up and then start. So she said, how long is it going to take? I'm like, just 10 minutes. I said, it take 20 minutes for wings. So she like, so now a 30-minute wait. She like, you better hurry up, Roshan. I'm like, stop. She like, and walk off. I'm like, Dave, look, I need a favor. He like, what? So I stopped draining the grease. It was just a little grease in the thing. I stopped draining it. I said, look, what I need you to do, I'm going to need you to drop these wings, these 50 wings. He like, wait, me drop 50 wings? I'm like, I said, yeah. He said, but I never dropped 50 wings before. I said, I know, you knew. I said, look, what you're going to do is you're going to go back there, grab the bucket, count 50 wings. He's like, I have to count to 50 wings? I said, listen, yes, please, Dave, listen to me. I'm like, right now, I got a lot going on. You see, I got to clean the grease. He like, I can clean the grease stick. I say, have you ever cleaned it before? He like, no, but I can learn. I'm like, just like you going to learn how to drop these. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you going to learn how you going to drop these wings. So he said, but what if I mess up? I'm like, you're not going to mess up. Just go back there and get the 50 wings and drop them. Wash them, season them, put them in the flour, drop them. He like, okay. Boom. I'm like, the seasoning thing is in that bucket over there. We had another big bucket of a special seasoning. Boom. Now I hurry up now. I'm like, ugh. So I'm like, I know I need help. So the dude from the smoke area, he see me like, dang, you draining them out already? I'm like, man. I'm like, it was a little minor grease burn when I went on a break. He like, you burning the grease? I'm like, no. So Yo-Yo, right, pops up there. Now, mind you, Yo-Yo supposed to be off. But see, the dude is about to get off. So she's in the lobby, but she comes back there to get something to drink and something to eat. So they talking and I'm looking, I'm like, wait, I thought you couldn't make it to work. She like, I couldn't. She like, but I'm here now. I'm like, oh, for your man. She like, stop. He like, this is not my girl. Y'all don't like it. Y'all need to kiss and make up because y'all keep putting me in y'all drama. I'm like, oh, it ain't no drama. I'm like, I'm good. I got a girl. And she like, okay, kudos for you. You got a girl. Kudos for you. But in my mind, I'm like, girl, please. Like, you was basically for me free range. She like you was on me. So stop trying to act like you wasn't on me. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So boom. I'm cleaning it out. Boom. I get the grease together. Now, I go back there to check on Dave. All right. The grease stuff in the front is ready to roll. So I'm like, all right, I got to go do back here. So Dave doing good. But he's cooking the chicken. He don't get it high. He don't get it high. So I'm like, you doing good? He like, yeah, he like, I'm standing here watching, like, I just cut it a little lower. I said, no, you don't touch nothing. You keep all the settings as it is. So I put it back. And he like, but it cooks so fast. I'm like, it's supposed to. So boom, we started to get it ready. Now we back in rotation. I goes back there. I clean the back area. We slowed down. Boom. The register girl, it's time for her to go. So I see, you know what I'm saying, Kiki get her a little envelope. So I'm like, oh, we got our bread today. But I ain't gonna say nothing because maybe Miss Shirley gonna give me mine, so I ain't say nothing. So boom, I'm steady chilling now. Now I'm having something to drink. Boom. Kiki comes back there. She's like, Dave, you know, you can get ready to get off. Now I'm finna get ready to get off in the next few hours. You know what I'm saying? So boom, Dave left. So Kiki like, you ready? We got another rush. I'm like, I'm ready. Boom. Next couple of minutes, we start getting another rush, right? Now, this is our night rush. Because mind you, we was there early. So this is our night rush. So boom, it's coming. Tickets coming again. It's swarming all up. I'm talking about, it's starting to get so busy. Kiki needed help. She had to go get Miss Shirley. It was like, people was coming from like, out from home, like getting pans and pans and pans. And it was like, I was trying to be cool, but I'm like, woo, I'm getting hot back here. So the grease that I was using, guess what? I'm gonna have to re-clean that all over again because we was dropping. Miss Shirley helps, slows down. Boom, Miss Shirley goes back to the back. So now Kiki, she comes to me. She like, it's almost time for you to get off. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, it was busy today. She like, yeah, it was. She like, it was super busy. She like, I'm going to go get me a piercing. She kept talking about like a belly button piercing. I'm like, ooh, that's going to hurt. She like, I wanted my tongue pierced, but I'm going to just get my belly button. I'm like, oh. So if you get your tongue pierced, what that means? She like, I might be a little freak. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, okay. Boom, she goes out there because she realized on the camera that we had customers. We get back into the working motion. So now I'm realizing almost time for me to get off. So I'm doing my daily tasks so I can get ready to get up out of there. I got a couple of more minutes. So she said, Kiki come back there like, Roshan, as I'm checking my phone. So I'm like, yeah. She like, now you know you can't be on the phone while at work. I'm like, yeah, but I'm finna get ready to get off. She like, but you not off yet. I'm like, okay, boss. She like, no, you could be on your phone. She like, look what I got. And it was the envelope with my name on it. I'm like, ooh, now we got paid under the table. We get paid under the table like cold cash. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was getting $1,500. So I was thirsty, right? So look what I got. So she had the envelope and she had it up all the way like this. She like, come get it. Come get it. I'm like, stop playing. And so she like, no, come get it. And so she grabs me with her other hand while she I'm like, oh no. I'm like, no. She like, no. She was shocked. She was like, no. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, let me get the check. She like, I say yes. I'm like, we at work. I'm like, Kiki, give my check. I'm like, fine. I'm going to just ask Miss Shirley for my check then. And so she's like, okay. So boom, she goes back to the front. So boom, she's stocking up. I'm getting stuff ready. Boom. It was only one guy in the smoke area. He comes out, get him something to drink. So he chilling out there now, you know, just killing time. So boom, I'm like, all right, well, it's time for me to go. I'm like, is there anything else you want me to do, Kiki? She like, yep. I'm like, what you need me to do? She like, I need you to go back there and go get me some more extra bags from the back. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go back there in the storage area. I go grab more bags. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good colleague. You feel me? I'm gonna go get them young bags for you. So I go get the bags. I'm dressed and stuff. Boom. I go get the bags. Go back out there. Here go the bags. She like, oh, I need one more thing. I'm like, what you need? She like, I need some more pops up here too. I'm like, wait, you want me to do your whole stocking for you? She like, maybe, but no, seriously, please. I'm like, what kind of pops you need? She like, all pops. I'm like, all pops. She like, yeah, just put it in a crate. Just put it in a crate. Put all the pops in the crate and bring it to me. So now you won't be up there doing heavy labor. I just got done struggling. My work day was tough. So I said, okay. Boom, I do the pops. I struggle. Bring it to her. I say, you know what? Let me bring Caleb something to eat. So I'm like, hold on. I'm like, hey, I go there to the smoke guy. I'm like, hey, chop me up some mini tips. He like, all right. I'm like, put some sauce on that for me. He like, all right. So he chopped me up some mini tips. I'm like, Kiki, do you want me to pay for that? She like, no, you ain't gotta pay for that. I'm like, let me get my check. She like, if you do one more favor for me. I'm like, oh. She like, you're waiting on mini tips. One more favor, please, 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 Roshan. Roshan, please, Roshan. I'm like, don't say my name like that. I'm like, what's the next favor? She like, napkins. Can you go give me some napkins? I'm like, gotcha. So I go back there and I go grab the napkins. As I'm grabbing the napkins, reaching for the napkins, she comes back there. And as I turn around, I didn't even know she was behind me. I turn around, I said, whoa. I'm like, you could have came back here and got him yourself. You scared me. I said, I'm going to drop the napkins here. I'm like, you okay? She like, yes, I'm fine. I'm like, you going to get my check? She like, yeah, here. So I grabbed the check. And so she like pulling back and forth. I'm like, gonna let it go? She like, mm-mm. I'm like, and she leaned up. I'm like, whoa. She like, what? I don't got cooties. She like, you know what? I'm sorry I even did that. Never mind. I'm like, no, it's not that. I'm like, I got a girlfriend though. I'm seeing somebody. She like, I understand. I respect. You seeing somebody. It won't happen again. I'm like, all right. I'm like, thanks for the, and as I'm telling her thank you for the check, she walks off. And I say, Kiki. She like, yeah. I'm like, I was telling you thank you for the check. She like, oh, you made that. That's your money. I'm like, okay. I'm like, do I work tomorrow? She like, you want me to help you look at the schedule? Or, you know, I'm like, I can look at the schedule. I'm like, I got it. So she still walks back there with me. But I could tell she was salty, but she playing it cool. So boom, she like, no, you off. I knew I was off. I just wanted to see what she was going to do that. So she was like, have a good night. I'm like, you too. I'm like, be safe. She like, I will. So boom, got my check. Grab the mini rib tips. I'm out the door. Now here's the deal. Once I get outside the job. Now remind you, when I was on a break, I had seen Roy and a girl walking past. So I don't want to get caught. Because it seemed like when I be going up my normal route, I get caught. Somebody sees me. It's always something. So I said, I'm going to go around. When I say going around, first off, is the longest. I get to walking. Boom. Taking my time. I'm walking home. Hit the corner, but I'm coming a long way. Boom. I get on my block. Boom. I'm walking. Now, as I'm walking, coming some houses towards my house, I see Beth. She's on her porch with Cynthia. That's 11 something. Beth always out late, right? So she sees me and she like, so you put that tire on my porch? I'm like, I'm holding the food. I'm like, I'm not gonna say no, I'm just gonna ignore her. So as I'm ignoring her, just trying not to indulge into what she got to say, this girl gets off the porch, and start walking towards my way. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to smash this food in her face. If she do anything on my mama, on everybody's mama, she come in my face doing anything that's not appropriate or disrupting my space, I'm going to smash her in the face with these mini rib tips. So she's walking up to me. So boom, I start cutting in Miss Smith grass. Next door neighbor, I start cutting in her grass to make it over to her. I'm trying my best not to bump into his Beth. So she say, so did you put that tire? So now I said, look, go ahead, leave me alone, man. I'm like, I didn't put nothing up. I'm like, why you keep messing with me? She said, I know it was you. Roy know it was you. And y'all went to his house. I'm like, who went to his house? She say, you, your brother. So that let me know she was assuming because it was me and my brother, but it was also Raymond. So we already now know that you don't know the full tea. You just assuming because you know that we in the cahoots. You know we in beef. So you just trying to stir the pot. You trying to figure it out. But I ain't gonna play your game. So as I go in the crib, front door now open, I shut the door in her face. This girl rung the bell. Mark is in the kitchen. Mark is in the kitchen drinking a cup of milk and eating cookies. He like, who is that? I say, man, that's Beth. He like, Beth. So he opened up the door. I'm like, what, Mom? He like, she in the bar. So he opened up the door. So Beth like, y'all mama here? Mark like, what? And shut the door in her face on my mama. Boom. She ling, 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 ling. So I'm like, bro. So I opened the door. I said, Beth, stop ringing the bell for real. She like, and what you gonna do? I said, I want to talk to your mama. Go get your mama. I said, all right, you want to go get my mama? I'm going to go get her for you. So I shut the door. So Mark like, nah, you ain't got to go get Mom. Boom. Back door now opening. Here come Mom already. I better tell her myself right now. I'm like, Mom, I was just finna come get you. I'm like, I got Caleb some mini tips, but Beth, she want to talk to you. She keep on coming up to me every time talking about something about this boy Roy. She keep on coming up to me. Mom, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, she on the porch. She keeps ringing the bell. We told her to get from the door. She talking about that I put a tire on the porch. So she like, you know what? I'm getting tired of this. So she opens up the door. She say, yes, Beth. Beth like, can I talk to you? My mama say, yes, Beth. She say, one of them. She said, who? Rody Dodie or Mark? Yes. Put Roy bike tire on my door handle. So my mama say, and when this happened? So Beth say some days ago. My mama say, well, why you didn't tell me when it happened? She like, because we wasn't for sure. So my mama say, how you know that they did it? She like, because they did do it. Trust me. You can ask Roy. So she said, well, trust me. I believe my kids. I don't think my kids is coming over there putting bike tires on your... Why is they could have threw it away. They could have threw it in the dish, threw it in the trash. Why would they bring it here and put it on your porch? She like, it doesn't make sense. So Beth was like, well, Roy looking for them. My mama said, well, look, you tell Roy to come ring the bell. They live here. And I will send them out. I will send them out if you want to have a show. Don't come ringing this bell. I don't want to hear nothing about y'all into it. Whatever happened outside, happened outside. Don't bring it to my house, please. I'm asking you nicely, okay, Beth? Now I'm going to shut my door, okay? I don't want to be rude. I'm going to shut my door. She said, but I'll just... Boom, my mama shut the door. She looked at me. She said, did y'all put a bike tire on this girl porch? So we like... looked at each other like, no. We both said no. So it was like twins, like, no. We did. But in quiet eyes minds, no, we didn't. No, we did not. No, sorry, Bob. So boom, my mama ends up getting into the jacuzzi. She like, hey, make sure your brother get the tips. Thanks for thinking about him. Boom, now while we getting stuff settled, my mama's in the jacuzzi. I'm coming up. While I'm in the jail cell room with nothing in there, because I got no bed, no TV, no nothing. I got nothing, no radio. All I got is time to think. Time to think. So I'm in there and I'm coming up with a strategy because I want to see Piper. She have a game tomorrow, a softball game and a volleyball game. She has 2 games. Oh, and I'm going, but I got to come up with a plan. So I'm like, think. That was the reason why I brought the tips. So, boom, it hits me. I go straight to the bathroom. Like, I knock on, my mama had the bathroom door half cracked. I knock on the bathroom door. I said, Mom, can I talk to you for a second? She like, yeah. What's going on now, Rody Dodie? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, I work tomorrow. But I said, I work early. She like, what time you work? I'm like, I work 3 to 11. She like, 3 p.m.? She set up from out that jacuzzi. She said, you know how you be schooled down? She said, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.? I'm like, yeah. She said, oh, you must making some good money. I say, yeah, I also got my check. She said, let me see. So I show her my check. She said, let me hold on to it and make sure you don't misplace it. I said, no, I ain't gonna misplace it. She said, let me hold on to it. I said, but Mom, I'm not gonna misplace it. She said, put it in my room right now. I said, okay. I said, but I have to be at work at 3. I said, but also I got a test tomorrow morning too, which I really did have a test. So she said, okay. I said, but right from school, I'm going straight to work. She said, you're not going to come home and wash the school off you and then go from there? I'm like, well, I can. She said, dot the door, come back home, then you go to work. Let her know you'll be a little late if need be, because she got you just doing all type of hours. What, she need more employees? We could get Mark to go up there and get a job. I said, I'll ask her. She said, oh, okay. I said, I'm gonna go back in my room. She said, okay. And I just looked at her, I'm like, I love you. She like, I love you too. I'm like, I'm going to put the money in the room. She like, okay. But she just kept saying, okay. It was like she was still trying to process or register that 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So boom, I got the envelope. I got the money. I'm finna put the money in her room, but I took some out. You ain't finna take all my cash. You finna try to take all my cash. So I took half of it, boom, put the rest in the room. So now I go in my room, boom, hours in the past. I hear, I'm laying on the floor. So I'm like, who is it? Marky like, it's me. I'm like, who? He like, open the door. So I open the door. Marky is dressed. I say, where you going? He like, I'm finna go bust Beth windows out. I'm like, why? He like, she just tried to get us in trouble. I'm like, no. I said, I got a better plan. I say, it's my turn. I said, we're not gonna bust her windows out. I say, just wait, I'll let you know. He like, all right. He like, okay. He like, I'm telling you because we can sneak out your window right now. I'm like, bro, you see my room? I got nothing in here. I'm trying to at least get some stuff back. I'm like, and tomorrow, I'm gonna have a long day. He like, what you mean? I'm like, I'm gonna be hanging with Piper, but mama think I'm gonna be working. He like, I'm like, yeah. She think I'm gonna be doing a 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. He like, oh. So we laughing in the room, right? So I'm like, all right, get out of my room. He like, hey, come in my room. He like, I gotta show you what I got. So I go in his room. He got a piece of brownie. I say, where you get that from? He like, one of Raymond buddies, who Raymond be copping from. He sell these. He sell cookies. He sell this. I'm like, don't eat that. He like, I just want to eat a little piece. He like, it's just a brownie. He like, it probably ain't that much in there. I'm like, well, you can eat that. I'm going in the room. So he like, no, eat a piece. I'm like, no. So he like, but we gonna wait until tomorrow? I say, yeah, we'll eat it tomorrow before school. He like, all right, boom. I go back in my room. I get on my phone. I call Piper, right? I'm like, I know I missed your call. I'm like, I've been busy. I was working and everything. I'm talking to him like, I've been thinking about you. She like, well, I've been thinking about you too. I've been texting you, woo woo. She like, you coming to my game, right? I'm like, you know I am. I'm not gonna miss it for the world. I'm like, I'm just gonna, after the test, come straight home, shower. I'm like, but where I'm gonna meet you at? She like, just meet me back at the school and we can go from there. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, I'll talk to you soon. She like, I'll talk to you soon. I'm like, all right. I'm like, call me if you need me. She like, you want to sleep on the phone? I'm like, huh? She like, you want to sleep on the phone? I'm like, sleep on the phone? Like, yeah, we can sleep on the phone. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, do I put you on speaker or do I hold the phone? Like, I really didn't like, we finna sleep the whole night on the phone? Like, all right, bet. So I put the phone on speaker, but I cut it down. And I laid it on the floor and we knock out, right? My phone dies. I get up. I'm like, man, the phone died. That was the first time the phone died. Now, I ain't got no charger. So I get dressed for school. Mark is getting dressed. So Caleb's getting dressed. So Mark comes up. I'm like, hey. I'm like, we got to go. So my mom like, don't forget, dot the door before you go. Don't go straight. Come home first. I said, okay. She like, yeah, because you're a runaway. You like to run away. So come home first. So I'm looking like she always in my case. She's like, Marky, go to school. Don't go nowhere else but school. Not your friend house, the girl house, behind the school. Go in there. Go all the way in there. He like, all right, Mom. He like, okay. She like, love y'all, mean it, bye. Boom, we dot the door. I'm like, hey, yo, we got to stop at Raymond crib. He like, why? I'm like, I need to charge it. I'm like, I got to charge this phone. He like, how you get a phone? I'm like, he gave me a burnout phone. He like, look, we finna eat this. So I'm like, come on, you so thirsty to eat this. Come on, let's go. Boom. We gets to Raymond crib. He just now waking up. He like, yo. I'm like, hey. I'm like, you got a charger to this? He like, I do. He like, hold on. So he go in his room, he grab the charger. So Mark up there eating a piece of Raymond like, what's that? He like, something special that your guy gave me. So he like, something special. He like, let me get a piece. So we all ate a piece. So Raymond like, hey, look, come see me when you get out of, you know what I'm saying, get out of school. He like, I'm gonna give you a little something. He like, I'm a little drum. I'm like, oh man, don't worry. I'm like, thanks. I'm like, I appreciate the phone, man. I appreciate it. He like, yo, call me if you need anything. Boom. We walking to school now. We gets on the bus, perfect success. We ain't run to nobody. Ain't nothing going on. I get to the school. Brianna sees me. Because she kind of just walked inside, too. So I'm walking inside. People are going in the cafeteria. So I sit down at the normal table that I normally sit at. I sit at the table. Boom, as I'm sitting at the table, Piper, she's coming. I see her. She got her breakfast. And as I'm sitting down, Piper comes. Her table normally over there. She comes and sits. Right on my lap, put her plate on the table and was eating. She was like, good morning. I'm like, hey. So everybody like, ooh. So the security guard like, hey, y'all can sit next to each other. Y'all don't need to sit in each other's lap. So Piper like, okay. So she ended up sitting next to me. So the girl with the scar, I don't know why she thought that it was okay to come over there and test Piper. She come over there. She like, you think you all that and you not. So Piper said, you must think I'm all that. And I never said I was. She said, but if you don't get out my face, she said, you're going to end up meeting my fist. Just like that. She said, do it. I want you to do it. So everybody coming out and everybody that's sitting over there starting to, you know, switch their seats to on the opposite side now. So I'm like, hey, go on, chill. So Brianna like, let's leave the little lovebirds alone. Yeah, trust me. I'm gonna get them back. Piper say, let's see. Get them back. Let me see you get them back. And so Brianna like, you will see. And she walked off. So I was like, oh my God. So Piper like, you know what? I don't know how much more I can take. I'm like, just try to relax. I'm like, let's just get through the test. I'm like, and you got a big game coming. So she eating, boom. The first bell. Bing! First bell rings, right? The first bell, it rings. We're ready to start getting to class. So we got one more bell though before we get to class. So boom, I'm in my locker. I'm grabbing my stuff that I need. Piper go to her locker. So Piper tell me like, hey, take your stuff out your locker and put it in my locker. I'm like, oh, she like, we could just share lockers. I'm like that. Like, that's how much, like this. Man, I went to my locker immediately, girl. Oh, I'm talking about like, I had a hoodie in there. I wasn't even wearing hoodies though. I had a hoodie in there that I ain't been wearing. I stuffed everything in her locker. So people peeping that. Boom, I walk up to her class. I'm like, good luck on your test. I'm like, stay focused. She like, come here. She give me a kiss. I'm like, she never missed. Always was giving me kiss. Always was like overflowing me with the love. So boom, she goes and I'm just like, so one of my buddies that I was cool with, he like, dang, you got Pipe. I'm like, I don't even know how I got her. Like, because I didn't think I was all that. I'm like, I don't even know how I got her. So, boom, I get to my class. Boom, doing my test. Boom, I get done my test. The bell rings. So, as the bell ring, I'm getting ready to come out the hallway to go and meet Piper. So, as I get ready, I see everybody, like, running in the cut. But Brianna class is, like, maybe, like, a couple of classes from Piper. You see Brianna runs up on Piper, right? Just straight runs up on Piper and swing off on her. Like, boop, and try to keep running down the hallway. When I say I saw that, everybody started running. When I say Piper dropped everything in her hand, phone, comb, lip gloss, everything was on the floor. I looked, I knew. And we was on the second floor. So imagine somebody coming out their class, everybody, the bell ring being, everybody coming out. Somebody running, sticking their arm out, boom, hitting you and still running. And you can see who hit you. Once Piper dropped everything and she got to running behind this girl and everybody like, oh, it's finna be a fight. I'm like, oh my God, I grabbed her stuff. Now I'm running. Okay, I'm like, oh my God. Brianna tried to go down the stairs. Now, once you run down the end of that hallway she was running, you got to go down these stairs. She go down the stairs, right? She tried to hit that. You got to remember. Piper on a volleyball, softball. Come to find out, she was running track from here and there when she was in regular high school. And I just found out now she has hands. Man, she grabbed Brianna before Brianna reached from the rest, getting off the rest of them stairs. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. Piper just kept saying, I'm tired of you. Hitting her. And then stop hitting her and start just pulling her by her hair. She like, Brianna, like, let my hair go. So I see the girl with the scar. She's coming down the stairs fast. So I'm like, oh my God, no. So I get in front, I'm like, stop. She like, move. I'm like, no, don't jump in. I'm like, Brianna, stop. You better not. Don't jump in. Because ain't nobody finna jump on her. So she tried to run and she tried to, now Piper have long hair. She tried to grab Piper hair. Piper tried to move. She was still grabbing it. She was still grabbing Piper hair. So I'm like, let it go. Piper like, let my hair go. Brianna tried to get up. So now it's in the midst. It's only me. So the security guard is running. So the girl with the scar, she trying to swing, but I'm moving her. She like, let my hand go. I'm like, no, you're not finna hit her. Let her go. So I'm like, man, boom. I hit the girl with the scar on my shoulder. Boom. She like, I hit her all right here. Made a dog bark. So when she let Piper go, Brianna was still running towards Piper.